What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. If you're new to the channel, definitely like, comment, subscribe. All right, let's get into it over here, man. Stephen A. Smith was asked about Max Kellerman, and he said basically that he didn't like working with him, but the real reason is that he's not an athlete. And he wasn't a journalist. So I don't know what the hell that even means right there, because we're going to get into Stephen A. Smith's so-called athletics in a couple of moments over there, man. But let's get into this article over here. It says, during a recent episode of the Joe Budden podcast, Smith was asked what he would say to people who saw the tension between him and Kellerman before his departure on the show. Smith did not hold back, giving a lengthy explanation of what went down and his feelings about the situation. So he says, I got mad respect from the standpoint of a white dude, highly intelligent, Ivy League educated from Columbia, smart as a whip, can talk his ass off, but can talk about anything. I get all that, but you weren't an athlete and you weren't a journalist, and the absence of the two components left people wondering, why should we listen to you? All right, so it was really Stephen A. that people didn't really want to listen to, with all the woke nonsense and the whole racial stuff that he would throw out, and black people were not getting coaches not getting this type of opportunities when you have black coaches. And I mean, it was a lot of that stuff where people were kind of really getting turned off. But let's get back into the athlete situation. All right, so Stephen A. Smith, he went to, what was this school over here? Winston-Salem State University. This was actually a Division two basketball team right here. And he only played, I believe, for like a couple of years. And I think, not a couple of years, I'm sorry. Not even a couple of years, like a year or so. I think he blew out his knee, I think a couple of games in. So listen, he was a Division II basketball player, all right? A Division II basketball player. So there's players right now in the NBA that's really, like, that's on the NBA level, that's really, really learning the game. So you're not going to learn anything from Stephen A. Smith, all right? I played 25 years of playing basketball. I still play. Does Stephen A. actually really do that? No. So what can he actually really truly teach us about the game of basketball? Nothing really. I listened to him for a long time, man. Watched him on First Take, and I have, like I said, I have experience in basketball. I can actually do basketball tutorials. Okay, if I really want to, I can get the camera out, get some basketball tutorials in. I can coach. I mean, Stephen A. can't really do that. So I mean, but let's get into the journalism part over here, man. I mean, I don't understand this journalism thing, man. All right, so what, do you have to go to school to become a journalist? And then he actually says over here that Max Kellerman went to an Ivy League school. He went to Columbia University. And I think this is like really kind of hate from Stephen A. Smith. I mean, Max Kellerman, I'd rather listen to him. And you will learn a lot more from Max Kellerman than you would actually learn from Stephen A. Smith when it actually comes to basketball. And he would question him a lot, and really, Stephen A. Smith actually would get all up in his emotions. He gets up in his feelings. I mean, he'll say something about Ben Simmons. Oh, he faked the back injury, and when he had a legitimate surgery for back surgery. All right, that's legitimate. That's on record. I mean, the Brooklyn Nets doesn't have to fake something like that. There's no reason for them to actually do that, So, and he's not calling out really other players that had, that took time off and didn't have the type of. Well, hold on, let me get back into this over here. I'll get back to that point later, though. But he said it was like I was damn near doing the show by myself because we were oceans apart in terms of the cachet. Well, how are you oceans apart from me if you're sitting across from me 5 days a week for the whole 2 hours? Because one of us is resonating and one of us is not This is such nonsense over here, man. I can't believe people will buy this over here, man. People actually buy this. I'm really starting to question the IQ of people out there, man. And listen, I really, really, truly believe in people, man. So I don't know. He says I didn't have the authority to let him go. So what I did was I've been very consistent, very honest. There's no personal. We weren't enemies. To be real, we haven't spoken since. I don't blame him. I mean, yeah, I don't blame Max Kellerman for not actually doing this, man. Stephen A. Smith is a hater and pretty much like a Skip Bayless, just a black Skip Bayless, pretty much. That's really is, man. This is okay, hold on. All right, so he says it wasn't like we were boys or anything like that, but at the end of the day, it was all business to me. I just really wish they let Stephen A. Smith go, man. I mean, there's other personalities out there, I think, that knows the game, and I just don't. I guess he's a mouthpiece. I guess. I don't know. I don't really watch him like that anymore, man. I mean, he doesn't, like I said, I've seen him try to break a basketball game dude, stop it. But, no, I definitely believe that Max Kellerman was definitely, I didn't agree with a lot of Kellerman's political views when he's trying to, go on the woke nonsense too. But in terms of basketball, and then, Kellerman actually knows his boxing. So, and Stephen A. Smith actually admitted that right there, that he actually knew boxing. Like he was the man that, if you want to know boxing, Kellerman was that guy, but you weren't that guy. So, yeah, I don't think that Stephen A. Smith, man, this is, I don't know, man. Hopefully, Shannon Sharpe actually goes out there and really kind of do his own thing. I mean, he's only there a couple of days a week, but the numbers have actually been really, really good on First Take since he's actually, Shannon Sharpe actually really joined the show. And I just really wish Shannon Sharpe actually didn't do that and let Stephen A. Smith just go, because the numbers were bad when Stephen A. Smith was actually there too, man. As soon as he let Max Kellerman actually go, the numbers were actually down for First Take. So I don't know. I mean, I guess, you tell a big lie and then most people actually truly believe it though, but not this man over here, man. I certainly do not believe that. All right, we're going to wrap this video up. I don't want to ramble. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, certainly share this video. And when you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace out.